6:47, time now for the morning rush. This morning we are hearing from local officials on the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Across New Mexico, messages of support for he and his loved ones are coming from lawmakers. The governor's office posted on social media saying in part, "We can disagree deeply, but violence is never the answer. I urge all Americans to choose respect and dialogue over hate and violence."
2 students are in critical condition and a suspected shooter is dead after a shooting at a Colorado high school. Gunshots rang out just after noon. That was at a high school in Evergreen, about 28 miles west of Denver. Hundreds of law enforcement officers rushed to the school, responding to the reports of a, quote, active assailant. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says that the male shooter was later found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
2 Clovis parents are behind bars after police say they fatally abused their toddler. Last November, Clovis police investigated the death of 1-year-old Gilligan Skywater. An autopsy and specialist review found he died from severe physical abuse. His parents, Miss Skywater and Donna Phillips, were arrested and charged. Ryan.
And we're getting closer to fall, and that summer-like high-pressure system that we've been plagued with has been drifting far to the southeast. What that allows is for the jet stream to move far to the south. That is something that we usually see in September, and we're almost seeing more of an October type of jet stream pattern where the jet stream is so much far south, there may be some wet snow in the San Juan Mountains.
A Roswell man is now facing charges accused in an armed robbery. Now, according to police, the officers responded to the Farmers Country Market in Roswell around 9:30 on September the 1st. They say that 2 men wearing face coverings got out of a stolen white van, brandished a gun at employees, and then took off with cash. Yesterday, police arrested 29-year-old Brandon Harrison Albuquerque. The second suspect has not yet been identified.
A New Mexico woman will remain jailed after police say she ran a stop sign while drunk, killing another woman. Police say Lauren Lucero was driving on Atrisco Vista and Dennis Chavez when she failed to stop at a stop sign, drove off the roadway. Her car went airborne and then slammed into a car with 4 people inside. The victim, Daisy Duenas, was in the passenger seat when Lucero crashed into the car. Duenas died.
Police have arrested a Los Alamos National Laboratory subcontractor yesterday. It's after he allegedly fired a gun through multiple hotel rooms. According to the arrest warrant, Matthew True was staying at the Hampton Inn Hotel in White Rock. That's when he fired a gun into the ceiling of his room. Now, the warrant says that True admitted to firing the weapon while intoxicated, but didn't think it was loaded. Ryan.
And more thunderstorms are ahead, so for your day today, it'll actually be slightly warmer in parts of southeast New Mexico. The Four Corners, the Northwest Mountains to the Mimbres Valley, the northern Rio Grande Valley, that's where we'll see more thunderstorms. By the way, some showers this morning in the Jemez Mountains. We'll see more organized storms in Farmington, Durango to Albuquerque and Raton tomorrow with cooler weather.
A hometown favorite took the field at last night's New Mexico United game. Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan delivered the night's first kick to a warm ovation from fans who say he put Albuquerque on the map. He grew up in Virginia but says New Mexico is now home. The first episode of Gilligan's brand new sci-fi drama Pluribus is slated to premiere on November 9th.
Well, dozens of people have been arrested as part of the Albuquerque police auto theft and prostitution operations during the state fair. Police Chief Harold Medina says among those apprehended, 14 suspects are facing felony charges and 4 were on their top 25 auto theft offenders list. Officers also recovered 8 stolen vehicles and served 2 search warrants.
The New Mexico State Fair is starting to wind down, but there are still many things you can get out and go see. This morning at 10, you can check out some wood carvers and wood turners demonstrations. Then starting at 12:30, you can enjoy the Great American Pig Races. And later this afternoon, you can catch the Sea Lion Splash. We have a link to the complete list of events at our website, KRQE.com. Ryan.
And taking a look at traffic, it is getting a little bit busier there around the Big I, but no major incidents on the roadways. And taking a look right now at the Big I, we do notice that it is starting to slow down a little bit, but traffic is still moving along just fine. Just plan your routes accordingly. And we'll have more updates later today.
Well, coyotes are frequently seen roaming around San Francisco's many parks, but what is less common is actually seeing them swim in the San Francisco Bay. Coyote was spotted swimming late last month. That was between Tiburon and Angel Island. The park ranger who spotted the animal says that there were no coyotes on Angel Island about 8 years ago. Now there are more than a dozen.
And time now for the 5 facts.
And number 5, a hometown favorite took to the field last night at the New Mexico United game. Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan delivered the night's first kick to a warm ovation from fans who say he put Albuquerque on the map. He grew up in Virginia but says New Mexico is now home. The plot of Gilligan's brand new sci-fi drama series called Pluribus is under wraps, but the first episode is slated to premiere November 9th.
At number 4, the National Championship air races are now underway in Roswell. Pilots and plane enthusiasts, they're on cloud 9 as this is the first time that those air races are taking off from Roswell. Now, that town beat out 37 other cities to host the one-of-a-kind event. The races expect to draw in about 40,000 people over the course of 5 days, saying that typically 65% of the visitors of that event are not local. Well, race organizers expect this year's event to have a $40 million impact on the region.
And at number 3, more rainfall ahead, especially in the Four Corners toward Albuquerque. Look at the rainfall totals in Albuquerque through around midnight Saturday. We're talking about potentially between a half an inch to more than an inch of rain. Durango, we're talking about more than an inch of rain. And by the way, some of that rainfall equivalent precipitation in the form of snow in the higher elevations of the San Juan Mountains. So stormier and cooler is ahead.
At number 2, dozens of people have been arrested as part of the Albuquerque police auto theft and prostitution operations. That's during the state fair. APD Chief Harold Medina says that among those apprehended, 14 suspects are facing felony charges and 4 were their top 25 auto theft offenders list. Now, the officers also recovered 8 stolen vehicles and served 2 search warrants. The National Guard has also assisted with monitoring Central and reporting criminal activity.
At number 1, this morning we are hearing from local officials on the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Across New Mexico, messages of support for he and his loved ones are coming from lawmakers. State House Minority Leader Gail Armstrong expressing grief and shock. State Democrats also speaking out condemning the violence. The governor's office posting on social media saying in part, quote, "We can disagree deeply, but violence is never the answer. I urge all Americans to choose respect and dialogue over hate and violence."